Hey Bonnie, and Bonnie's dearest friends in the whole wide world. Happy bachelorette party weekend. I wish I were there. Here's my toast to you, Bonnie. Let me count the ways in which I love you. Number 1, hand massages. If any of you out there have never had one of Bonnie's hand massages, get one. It is the most delightful and painful thing you'll ever experience at the same time. A wonderful trick she learned from her awesome mom, Pauline. Bonnie, next time I see you, I want a hand massage. And I cheers Ryan for marrying a woman that can massage his hands and whatever else in such magical ways. Number 2 reason why I love you, Bonnie. Borrowing clothes. I had the fortune to have 4 years in high school and 2 years in college to raid your closet. And boy, did I love doing it. I wish I could still borrow clothes from you today. So thanks for letting me always wear your clothes, helping me to look my best. Number 3, reason why I love you. Our shared Episcopalian background. I seriously cherish our happening memories in Camp Gaylor Maxon. I think it's really cool that we were so deeply immersed in this positive culture of godly love, while at the very same time partying like crazy in high school. The fact that we did that together and were able to bridge those two worlds and really take the church side seriously was always pretty cool to me. And I've always cherished the deep conversations we've had about God, religion, philosophy, all that stuff. So I love you because we share our church background, and that was really cool. Which leads me into number 4 reason why I love you, Bon. May 3rd, 1999. I'm going to quote your religious studies paper. Quote, I do not want to ever in my life be doing something that I am not passionate about. I do not want to spend my life with someone that I'm not passionate about either. Unquote. Well, Bonnie, congratulations. I think you've stayed true to that. 11 years later, you are doing something you're passionate about. You're not going to waste your time doing something you don't feel passionate about. And you're about to marry somebody that I know you feel passionate about. So, way to be. Number 5. One of your defining characteristics, Bonnie, is the basic belief that no matter what happens, everything is okay. You know, Bonnie, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you are where you're supposed to be, and you're going where you're supposed to be going. Whether it was 10 years ago, yesterday, or tomorrow, you're okay with it. Even in times when you don't know what your next move should be, you know whatever it is, everything will be right. That all you have to do is go about the business of being Bonnie, and life will fall into place. You've always had that innate knowing, and it's been good to be around. Number 6, book recommendations. Raise your hand if you've ever read a book because Bonnie suggested it. I expect everyone in the room to have their hand up. Bonnie is the queen of reading good books and sharing them with her friends. So I've loved that about you. The book that always comes to mind when I think about Bonnie and books is The Razor's Edge by W. Somerset Maugham. Bon, you recommended that book to me in college, and I loved it. And I recently looked it up on Wikipedia, and I want to share with you a brief synopsis because I think it's relevant to your life. The Razor's Edge is about Larry, who is on a search for enlightenment, meaning, and happiness, forsaking cultural norms, money, and beautiful women in an attempt to stay grounded. He returns from World War I to tell his fiancée that he plans to loaf for a few years, delay their marriage, and not get a job. He moves to Paris and immerses himself in study and bohemian life, wandering, searching, and traveling with very little money. Remind you of anyone? Bonnie, you've done your fair share of bohemian wandering and searching and traveling with little money. So, I want to quote Mom right now. It's a toss-up when you decide to leave the beaten track. Many are called, but few are chosen. Number 7 reason why I love you, Bon. You were my freshman college roommate. Surviving that freshman year, sorority rush, learning about college at Mizzou, living in a Lathrop dorm, and then fast forward to our senior year on Wilson, just sharing college with you, sharing high school and college with you is really way cool. And it's one of the best years of my life, and I'm so glad you were with me through both of them. Number 8, all of the letters you've written me over the years. We all wrote each other letters. But Bonnie, you wrote me a lot of letters. You wrote me from camp. You wrote me from Memphis. You wrote me from Mizzou when I was elsewhere. You wrote me from Australia. I saved all my emails from everywhere I've been. And one of my favorites from you starts in the year 2000 when I just moved to Argentina, and you titled it, Welcome to the Southern Hemisphere. Well, I'll never forget how that made me feel. Even though we were on opposite sides of the globe, it felt good that you and Katie were both south of the equator too. So, thanks for always writing me. Number 9 reason why I love you, Bon. Advice, advice, advice. You can dish it out when I need it, and it's usually wise. And you ask me for it too. So, hashing out the dilemmas in life with you has always been a great pleasure. Thank you for all the advice you've given me. And thanks for letting me share in your issues too, babe. Number 10, Bonnie, I love you because you're you. There is no one quite like you, Miss Bonnie Elizabeth Latham. No one. You're wise, you're spiritual, you have an amazing laugh. And I just hope that I have many, many, many more memories to share with you. So, I want to raise my glass to Bonnie and Ryan. Cheers. Ryan's one lucky guy, but I'm pretty sure he's figured that out by now. I have one more quote from The Razor's Edge. This one's about marriage. Quote, American women expect to find in their husbands a perfection that English women only hope to find in their butlers. So on that note, Bonnie, try to give Ryan a break every now and then. If I know you, he's going to need it. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. Take it easy. I love you, Bonnie. Congrats.